Top-down action, a genre of gaming containing titles like Hades, Hotline Miami, Vampire Survivors, even GTA, with each of these taking years upon years to make thanks to constant effort from hundreds of people at the back. And then here's me, a single guy in this mother's basement trying to make games like these in one week. Now, truthfully, I thought that this would be easy. Import a couple of sprites from the internet, add some enemies, make some code, bada bing, bada boom, game. But this could not be further from the truth, and it was all because of this guy, Cooler. I love you, buddy, and all your movie appearances. But this time, oh boy, you have burned some bridges. I mean, making AI for him was so tough, it alone took me 5 days. Making him a top-down action game, more of a top-down boss rush, with the single boss. Let me explain. Cooler moves randomly towards the direction of the player until it reaches its desired range of attack. Speaking of attacks, Cooler has two types of them, melee and range. These two are further subdivided into more concrete attacks. For melee, we have kicking and punching. For ranged, we have a ki blast, its ranged variation, and a ki blast that increases its size as it travels. Apart from attacking, he can also guard against your attacks as well. Understood? Great. Difficult part starts now. Cooler has a chase range. Whenever you enter this range, he will start chasing you randomly. By randomly, I mean that let's say that this is the distance between you and Cooler. Every 3 frames, he will have a 33% chance to either continue straight towards you or to any of the two perpendicular directions. This check is repeated every 3 frames. Cooler moves like this until it reaches its attacking range. Cooler has two attacking ranges, one for melee and the other for ranged attack. At first, I had initially designed that Cooler would instantly attack as soon as the range is met, but this led to him spamming attacks over and over again. Moreover, since the range of key-based attacks is more than the melee, it would never ever use its melee attack. So, whenever we are in the key attacks range, Cooler has a 33% chance of attacking the player. In all the other events, he would try to close the distance between him and the player. Once in the melee range, he has an 80% chance of doing melee attack and 20% for the ranged ones. The key-based attacks were a hassle to make as well. You see, everything apart from the basic ki blast is too overpowered for him to keep spamming over and over again. For this, I set it up so that whenever we are doing a ranged attack, 80% of times it would be a basic ki blast and the remaining 20% to each of the other moves. Apart from attacking, Cooler can also defend. Whenever you attack, Cooler has a 33% chance of blocking them. Another aspect of defending is countering. After attacking Cooler, he will automatically retaliate back at you by attacking you in return based on your range. Once countered, Cooler will go back in its chasing state where he will move again for 3 frames before attacking you again. This is also again done to prevent him from spamming you or worse, stun locking you. Speaking of stun lock, that is the topic of part 2 of this game's devlog, which will not only cover this but also the player side of things, going very deep into the game design process as a whole. If you are interested in that, please do consider subscribing to this channel so you can get notified whenever that video comes up. Till then, if you want to hear me jabber more about enemy AI, do check out this devlog of Godot, where I designed the enemy AI for a retro 3D FPS game inspired by the original Doom. Until then, bye bye.